insert a silly comment here. What's going on, guys? This is Empty Box. I don't have any of my silly comments, except for there's special financing available. Oh my god! Yeah. We're not going to talk about anything to do with special financing or a Yaz alert for impertinent medical alerts for birth control users. This is why I probably shouldn't have my TV on while doing a commentary. Kind of like distracted, even though I don't care about a Yaz alert. I don't even know what Yaz is. Apparently, it can cause blood clot related injuries and heart attacks, a stroke, deep vein thrombosis. Oh my god! Someone help those people. Okay. Back to Battlefield. Right here, I'm in a spot, by the way. I really like this little spot to capture from. I think it provides you a little bit more concealment from the helicopters circling above inevitably, because I think you tend to blend into the shadows of that stairway that you are laying down in. Probably a good idea to aim down the stairway, though, because usually if people come up from, if they're on the top portion trying to kill you, they're going to kill you anyways, because from there you have basically no sight line on top of the roof. So that's that. What you're going to be seeing in this game basically is me playing in a different type of role, a different type of game, rather than my usual attack. Let's attack some more. We need more flags. There's orange diamonds to be converted to blue squares, because that is what I do. I just run to wherever the flag is, because I know I got a better chance of killing those people and taking that flag than half my team does. So, you know what? Screw them. I'm doing it with them all, try and defend, because apparently, you know, they suck. It's easier to defend than to attack, definitely. But in this game, though, I am playing more of a, I guess if you want to talk sports, playing more of a midfield role for you soccer players, for football fans, or I mean, sorry, you soccer players or soccer fans. Of course, when it's played at a high enough level, I'll call it football. But when it's played in the U.S., as I am in the U.S., it's garbage. Yes. I don't hate soccer or football or anything. I mean, I'll watch it when it's actually two good teams and it's actually, you know, two good teams that, you know, like make the game what it is, you know. And what do they call it? The beautiful game or something like that, you know. Because, you know, it's really cool. But I'm going off completely off on a tangent here. Or for you American football fans, more of a linebacker, more of a running back, you know. Doing some attacking as well as doing some more defensive work. And yes, I did just say running back and the words defense in the same sentence. But hey, running back has to pick up the blitz. Have to pick up the blitz. Otherwise, their quarterback is just chomp. Ow, my leg! It killed me! That's my quarterback, man. Anyways, I saw there was a guy up there. I don't know if you guys will see it, but there was definitely a guy up there. I saw my friendly go down. And usually I'd just run up there and Rambo revive that guy and just be charging towards B, but I figure I'll wait for it. I'll wait that guy, and that's that. But what I really want to talk about here is balance within Battlefield 3. Of course, we've had a patch or two. Kind of certainly have changed the game. Of course, DICE with Battlefield, their patches change pretty much everything, pretty much every single time. So if you see one of my videos and I say, oh my god, this gun is absolute garbage, and it's like after a patch, and the patch buffed the snot out of it, kind of like the Javelin Soft Lamp or the AN-94, keep in mind, that was before the patch. Yeah. Because the AN-94 before the patch was garbage. But I think now it's actually workable. It doesn't fit my style, but it's definitely not a bad gun for those players who do have that type of style. Now that it has been buffed and actually rebalanced, it's not. You know, I don't like using the words nerf and buff because they kind of sound a little bit negative. However, it's kind of inevitable, strengthened or weakened. You know, it's just easier to say buff or nerf, whatever. But overpowered weapons are not really a opinion thing. I don't understand that. Like the you suck at shooting 12 with the frag 12s when that was going on, at least on PC. I think it might still be going on consoles. I feel sorry for you guys if that's the case. I feel very sorry for you because that's terrible. I don't know how anyone in their right freaking mind can say, "Oh yeah, that's balanced. My shotgun should be a portable infantry fighting vehicle." I mean, really? And the things that make weapons overpowered are the fact that when they can excel outside their range, which obviously the frag 12 shotguns most certainly did excel outside the range, given that you could basically pick people off from ridiculous range for shotguns, as well as has splash damage and just, you know, that. Plus the whole fact that the USAS 12 anyways already had the most rounds in the magazine, as well as the fastest reload of any other shotgun. It's like, what? How is this balanced? No one... I mean, that is a factually overpowered gun. Has nothing to do with, you know, crying for a nerf or anything. It just is, people. It just is. But the 416, I remember when people were crying that the 416 was overpowered. Like, huh? Okay, maybe it's used a lot, but it's absolutely average. It's really absolutely average. Very average. Some other guns, though, that I do think do kind of need a balancing. The AEK, the M16s. The M16s, I say it this way, you know, I guess I should say the AR-15s, because that does include the M4 as well. When I need a good game, I just pick up the M16A3. Boom. I could do it for days. It's easy. That gun is so ridiculously good. It's like, you know, if I was taking this game seriously, I'd just run that gun all day and just run a 3KD and win basically every freaking game, because it's like engaging Jesus mode. It really is. Not God mode, because you can still be killed, but Jesus mode, because it's pretty freaking awesome. So yeah, that was my little rant right there. Got into it a little bit too much. Maybe, I don't know. But I mean, they just factually are just better than all the other guns in terms of assault rifles. You know, I don't think they need to be, you know, weakened or anything. I think that what they really need is just an increase in recoil. Hopefully we can all agree on that for the betterment of the game, as well as something else though is the 7.62 firing guns like the G3, the M60, Scar H is another one actually. They need a buff like none other now. And one of the patches for December 6th, I think it was. I think that was the patch it was in. That was a big patch. You know, it basically nerfed that ammo type to the fact that it's a 4-shot kill. You know, it does have a little bit longer damage drop off than the 5.56 that most of the guns fire, but for the increase in recoil, it's just not even a competition. And plus the fact that those guns just happen to be naturally slower firing. It's like, what were you thinking? Do all guns need to kill in the exact same shots just because that makes it somehow fair, even though it means that, you know, the faster the firing the gun, the better? I mean, honestly, what I'd like to see for those guns is if they were, you know, quote-unquote imbalanced, you know, originally as they were, you know, 3-shot kill guns. I'd like to see them actually giving their power back, add recoil. You know, it's a great way to balance it. More recoil, the better. More incentive to use those guns on semi-auto, and they're actually really quite fun to use on semi-auto. I've been using the G3, just running around semi-auto on that thing, you know. Yeah, you can still kill people, but why would I use a gun that kills in 4 shots and fires at like 500 RPM, kicks like a mule, and, you know, really is pretty darn garbage in close, which makes it better at long range, but it takes like 8 shots at long range now. Like, why would I do that when I can pick something like a 416 and get the same exact thing and go full auto? It's like, why? What's the point? I mean, you know, there's a reason why in the real world they have you know, two versions of the Scar. One firing the lighter bullet, one firing the heavier bullet. Because they're good for different uses. But Battlefield 3 right now, that just doesn't reflect that. I'd really like to see that brought back, because that would really make the game a whole lot better. Because I really do love the Scar, especially with iron sights, even though they're really quite obtrusive. Something about that gun just, you know, makes me happy. Just has that look. If looks could kill. So yeah, that's that. So I do think there is some more balancing things going on that they need to do. I still think the AN-94 quite possibly does need another buff, but just a minor one. Yeah, I really have no preference in weapons, so it's not like I'm saying, you know, oh, you gotta buff this gun because it's my favorite and it's just not good enough, so buff it please. Oh, how'd you like that little trick to avoid fall damage? Apparently in the Battlefield 3 you can play it like Team Fortress 2 with a scout and you can like fly through midair while you're falling. I don't understand that, but it doesn't make sense to me, but I'll take it, because if it's a way to avoid that fall damage, I will certainly use it. So, yeah. Tactically fall through the sky. Battlefield, it's all about the tactics. But some other changes I'd like to see made to the game, just kind of going more into the tactics. Get rid of the freaking sun, for crying out loud. It makes this map stupid. At the beginning of the game, I spawned into the helicopter for whatever stupid reason. We're on the Russian side. Obviously, that means the U.S. Cobra has better sight, and they have the sun right behind them, so I'm staring into the freaking sun while trying to shoot this helicopter that already has superior advantage. Oh my god, what a stupid map layout for helicopter spawn positions. Just terrible. Like, who thought of that? The sun really does ruin this game. I'd have about 10 times more fun if it wasn't for that freaking sun, because I'm sick and tired of combat always taking place at 7 o'clock in the freaking evening. Whew. Yeah. But some other things, the repair tool is just ridiculous. They really do need to tone that down, honestly. I've seen several times where I've basically repaired a tank from little to no health, you know, disabled, repaired that back to fighting condition really quite quickly without any repair tool cooldown time. It's just like, well, even if you get hit now, you can often just back up 10 feet and be back in the fight, you know. It's just like, where's the elements of, you know, not getting shot, pushing up with your team, making sure that, you know, you are protected rather than just trying to turn your tank into a freaking bullet sponge. Because that's really what that encourages. And personally, if you ask me, you know, that's really not good solid tanking when you are basically turning your tank into an RPG sponge. I mean, but you can get away with it, so I guess go ahead, do it. It just seems kind of counterintuitive that you'd want to be hit with RPGs, because it really makes no difference anymore. I mean, there's that, and the Humvees, the Vodniks. Why is the glass impenetrable? Stupidest thing ever. Come on, DICE. Get your stuff together, please. Please, for the betterment of your own freaking game. It's just stupid. Just stupid. Yes, the Humvee is better than a freaking main battle tank. Alright, bye.